What's up, guys? I just finished watching The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 6, and I wanna share my thoughts and review the episode. So, without spoilers, another amazing episode. I love the dialogue, the cinematography, the acting, the story, everything about this series is fucking great. I never played the game, so I experienced this story for the first time through this medium, yes, through this series. And it's such a fucking good story. Who came out with this stuff is a fucking genius, okay? Because this story is masterpiece. This is something great. I love in this series. I almost cry, okay, when I watched this episode. I got emotional out of it. I care about those characters. I care about the relationship between those characters. And I love in this series, like, they don't use too much CGI. Everything is practical. Of course, they use in this episode maybe something like 20 seconds of CGI. Yes? 1 hour basically was like practical effect. Get the idea? It's such a fucking great. Something about this series is so cinematic. Look at this. They're just walking around the snow. But something about this looks so fucking cinematic. I cannot explain. Something about the tone, the tension, everything. They know how to build the tension. They know how to tell a story, how to write the dialogue. This is something great, guys. This series is from another fucking world. And like I said, I never played the game, so I experienced this for the first time. And this is something fucking different, guys. 9 out of 10. I'm gonna do the recap, basically, yes, what happened in the episode. And I'm gonna tell you the scene when I almost cry. So, basically, the episode starts 3 months later. We got this time jump. I wasn't expecting that. And Joel and Ellie basically just travel, yes, to the land, and it's snowy land. And right here we got the shot of this guy, and I love those characters already. They got in maybe in 3-4 minutes in the episode they were, and I love those characters. I want to meet them once again. Good acting from those guys, okay, very likable. So basically, this guy just came home, and she was sitting, and Joel basically was right here in the home with Ellie, and they were like, "Hey, do you know where is my brother?" And they were, pointing the gun to the old man, yes. And the dialogue was such a funny dialogue, like, yeah, the wife was like, "Whoa, you cook for them or something like this," and yeah, I loved her, this character. It's such a good. You watch some series, okay, and the humor doesn't work. They try so hard, but right here you got basically the dialogue and the scenes. It was funny. It was fucking funny, guys. Seriously, like the wife was very chill, and Joe was serious, like, "Where is my brother?" and point the position where I am, because they were basically lost, yes, on the map, to the old dude, and she was like, the it was so funny. The husband was like, "You tell the truth," and she was like, "Yeah," and "You tell me the truth," and "Yeah," and basically he just point the gun right here, and they basically just give them the direction, like, "You must go through the river of death," or something like this. So they were traveling around. Amazing cinematography and very practical. Look at this. This looks so cinematic. I cannot explain something about this show. Look at this. Mountains. We got right here, yes, the trees, and we got right here the snow and the horses. Something about these scenes is so fucking cinematic, but it's very simple. It looks like painting, but I don't know, something about this looks very fucking. Look at this. We got some detail right here, and the characters in the focus. We got something about this. Who came out with those shots are fucking good, good cameras. Okay, good fucking guys behind the cameras. They know what they are doing, basically. So they were traveling around, basically, yes, through the snow, and they have a little bit the dialogue, basically, and the dialogue was great. And basically they were like, "Okay, you must do the camp right here," and Joe was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take basically I'm gonna be awake basically at night," yes, and he was falling asleep. And basically Ellie was awake with the gun, and he was like, "Hey, you must next time you must wake me up, yes, to basically see if we are in danger." Great fucking story. Who came out with this shit? This is like I am fucking happy like I am alive because I can experience those fucking mediums. Like this is so fucking great. Like I cannot explain. Like this is something different. So basically, they were travel around, and they were travel around basically yes to the river, and he just shoot and check if the people just came and shoot back. No, they just crossed to the one bridge, basically a river. And Ellie was a little bit worried because they just came. I like the comment a little bit. You can see I remember the episode. I watched the episode. I remember the moments of the episode. I remember the dialogues. This is good show, amazing show. So basically, Ellie was like, "You got this water and produce the basically yes the electricity." And Ellie was, "Do you know how it works?" And Joe, "Don't even ask me. I don't know how it works." It was such a good dialogue, such a fucking great dialogue. So basically, they were going around, yes, and Ellie was a little bit worried because they just crossed another river, and maybe this is the river of death. So they were crossing, and basically the guys just right here. This is the shot, yes, from the episode. They were surrounding them, yes, like Lord in Lord of the Rings, a little bit. Right here, yes, they just catch. Basically, the dog. They just released the dog, and the guy was like, "Okay, shut up. The dog, you are infected. No, I just we just passing by or whatever. I knew it they gonna be friendly later, of course, yes, because at the beginning they were like they were not killing them, yes, they were not attacking them. So basically, the guy just released the dog to check if they got infected, and the guy, the jaw, basically yes, passed the test, and he was very worried about Ellie, and this just through those scenes through those dialogues, like they just mentioned, it's basically you got the whole idea like Joe cares about Ellie because he was standing there, and the actor is a fucking amazing actor, guys. This guy is such a good actor. So basically, he was standing, yes, and Ellie was the dog just checking the Ellie, yes, if she was infected because she is, and Joe is like worried a little bit, was very worried. Yes, is the dog gonna fucking? And he can't do basically. And he just mentioned this when he got the conversation with his brother. Is with his brother, and such a good conversation. So basically, the dog was like, "Okay, you are good, Ellie." So they just and one rider basically is the wife of the brother basically. Yes, just came and what's your name? And I am looking for my brother. And what's your name? And he was like Joey. And they just give them a horse, and they just travel to the base, and the base looks beautiful. I love the designs. Everything about this is such a realistic stuff. So basically, they just travel. They just see like, oh, so many people, blah blah blah, and they got the conversations like they just eat the meals, of course, yes, at first. And one girl just checking out the Ellie. I don't know what's, or maybe the kid was checking out Ellie. Like, oh, we don't see basically. Yes, I remember the dialogue. Those kind of children like you. I am assuming the color of the skin is or whatever. It was a little bit racist. I'm joking. So basically, they were eating yes the meals, and the brother. Of course, Joey just came to the camp and just screamed from the brother, and the brother was very happy, and they just go to eat. Yes, they just eat, and the wife basically yes, this another chick just revealed like, okay, we are together. I'm his wife, and basically they just reveal uh like, do you want more basically dinner too? They ask. Yes, this is such a good fucking stuff. And basically they got the conversations like uh such a fucking great. I cannot even explain how great this is. I love this story and this, guys. So basically, there's Joey. They just have the conversations with the brother. And at the beginning, they were all, skeptical. Like, where is the trees? Yes, the character who basically is dead. Yes, his partner. And he was like, he was holding the information at the beginning because he was not basically like, how to say, he was not revealing the information because uh, the brother doesn't contact him, yes, through the radio, and the wife just have the rules basically, yes, and the brother just reveals like, in this camp we got the rules, okay, we can't contact the radio, we basically don't, bring infected to the camp, blah blah blah, yes, and we just scare people, and we are the good guys, yes, we don't kill, and that kind of situation. So basically, the the brother don't contact Joel because Joel, I'm assuming, was killing people, yes, at the past or something like this. So it was a little bit complicated. So he was holding the information about trees, about this Ellie, yes, that she get infected, and of course later he reveals the information, and it was fucking great. Ellie just take a fucking shower, and basically she was holding the information too about Joel, because this partner of Joel, yes, this his wife, of Joel's brother, his wife basically was asking the question, and they were she was cutting her hair, yes, and asking the questions. And you would be good lawyer. I remember this, good fucking and beautiful scenes, good dialogue, everything. So basically, they were holding information, and she was going to the cinema. She just go to the cinema, watching some movies, and basically Joel, uh, have a talk with the brother, yes, and he was all the way like, "Hey, can we talk?" And they just drink some fucking drinks, and they have the talk. And I remember from the episode, like later, basically, uh, later Joe just reveals to the brother, yes. No, I'm sorry. Later, basically, we got like Joe was a little bit pissed of the brother, like, "Hey, you must take Ellie, basically to different fucking camp, yes, and he don't reveal the information. Yes, he just tell like, "Hey, you are my brother. Help me. You must take her. Blah blah blah. Cause I just lost, my skills." Later, he reveals like he just lost the skills, but he was asking him basically to his brother to take Elias to a different fucking camp. And later, he was, doing something with his boots, yes. And the brother just came, and later they just revealed the information like, "Hey, he was crying a little bit. Like Ellie is fucking infected, and she get bitten. She get bitten. 7 months ago or something like this. I was seeing this in my own eyes. She is in mute. The medicine can be basically done. Yes, true. You get the idea. He just revealed the whole truth. Such a good stuff. And the brother, they just, yeah. I remember the dialogue when they got basically pissed at each other. Yes, the Joe and his brother, like, "Hey," because he just revealed like his wife is pregnant, and I'm not gonna risk, for and I cannot go. Yes, I can't go. And Joe was like a little bit pissed because I remember the brother just say to him the dialogue like, "If the life ends for you, it doesn't mean like it must ends for me," or something like this. Great fucking writing, great writing. And basically, later when they got revealed the truth, yes, the brother just, "Okay, I'm gonna fucking take Ellie," and he just, "Okay, not a problem," and they just go to the house. And this was the scene when I was crying a little bit, like not crying, but I get emotional. Like Joel just came to this Ellie room, and Ellie was screaming to Joe, yes, this great fucking dialogue too. Like Ellie was saying like, "I was covering your ass" or something, yes, and Joe and Joe is like, "Yeah, but what do you hear?" And basically, she was hearing the whole conversations. I'm assuming, yes, the whole conversation about him and his brother. And if you want to ditch me, just do this at the morning or something like this. I remember the dialogue, such a good fucking dialogue. And she basically screamed like, "Do you care about me?" And he was like, "Yes, I care about you." And I remember like the wife of the brother of Joe, yes, basically revealed to Ellie like his daughter is dead, and Ellie was saying to him, "I am not her. Yes, I am not your daughter." Because the brother said, and he was like, "Not another word," and this was good emotional moment too. that Joe says like, and he just say to her like, "You are not my daughter." Yes, and the brother gonna take you at the fucking morning. Such a fucking good scene. This was the highlight of the episode, guys, for me. Like this scene was fucking amazing. Yes, when the Ellie starts screaming at Joe, they have the conversation like, "You gonna ditch me? I don't have basically anyone. You don't know nothing about loss. Yes, I don't have anyone, in this world, and I lose everyone." And great fucking writing, guys. Great fucking emotional scene. And basically, they just uh, go to sleep, and Joe remember his daughter, yes, at Christmas, and he just wake up, and he just take fucking horse, yes, and he was like, "I wanna maybe steal the horse or something like this at the beginning," and you got basically you must have the chance to choose, yes, and Ellie already just choose fucking Joe, not the brother, yes, because the brother just came too early to the house to take her, yes, she was already packed up, and it's so you I care about those relationship, guys. I care about those relation. I care about Joel. I care about Ellie. I care about like they must be together. You get it, the idea, and it's such a great fucking relationship dynamic. Like, holy fuck. So basically, Ellie already choose like not even a second. Just you must basically have a choice, yes, to choose where you wanna travel, and she just already just give the fucking backpack to Joe, and they just travel, and basically the brother just give him a gun, and okay, you are right here, you have the home, you can come back right here, yes. So I'm assuming they're gonna come back. I think at the end of the season of this little base, yes, of survivors, and they were traveling, and Joe was showing Ellie how to shoot, yes, through the rifle, and they were traveling. Beautiful cinematography, beautiful dialogue too. They have a little bit some talks, yes. What he is doing, he's open up. He's open up every episode. He's open up more to Ellie. Like I was the constructor, I was working on the fucking construction of the buildings or whatever. I was building shops. I was building buildings. Yes, so he was open up more to Ellie, and I love those dynamics. Like they building more. This is something great. And basically they just travel to the city like they supposed to do, and to the city like she the curious from her, and nothing is there, yes, because they were walking around, the city was empty. They just walk into the fucking room, and the CGI like they use in the episode was the monkeys, yes, the monkeys, you can see like the monkeys were CGI. So they were traveling, they just go to the fucking hospital, and the building is fucking empty, was empty, and they hear some noises. I was thinking maybe the zombie gonna attack, yes, and no, they were all fucking monkeys, and they just saw basically on the map those pins. Yes. Oh, maybe they travel in this direction. Maybe they travel in this. Yes, they were talking a little bit, and basically they got attacked by some people. You just spot some people through the window, and the people just they try to sneak out through the back door, go to the horse, of course, yes. And one guy just attacked Joe, and Joe just killed the guy, and basically Joe just gets stabbed by his knife, yes, or whatever. So he just pulled the knife off of his body, and Ellie was like, "Get off the horse," yes, and they were running away, and Ellie was shooting, yes, to those guys, and they were Ellie basically they were traveling, yes, and Ellie was okay, we are lost them or something like this, and Joe basically just fall off from the horse, and episode ends, yes. Oh, Joe, and Ellie was emotional at the end of the episode, like, "I cannot lose you," or blah blah blah. Great dialogue. They building up this relationship so greatly. Like, I'm assuming this guy gonna die. This Joe character is dead 100% because this is too great. They're not gonna live happy ever after. He gonna be dead. 9 out of 10. This was almost perfect. I got emotional with the scene, like they fighting in the fucking houses. Like, "Oh, you gonna ditch me? What do you hurt?" Everything or something like this. It's great, fucking great, great shit. Good 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the another one. Bye, guys.